A major environmental degradation called water pollution is occurring due to the discharge of pollutants into the water bodies. Water pollution is the contamination of water bodies. This form of environmental degradation occurs when pollutants are directly or indirectly discharged into water bodies without adequate treatment to remove harmful compounds. A 1969 United Nations report defined ocean pollution as the introduction by man, directly or indirectly, of substances or energy into the marine environment, resulting in such deleterious effects as harm to living resources, hazards to human health, hindrance to marine activities, including fishing, impairment of quality for use of seawater, and reduction of amenities. The most obvious type of water pollution affects surface waters, that is, oceans, lakes, and rivers. For example, a spill from an oil tanker creates an oil slick that can affect a vast area of the ocean. Water stored underground in aquifers is known as groundwater. Aquifers feed our rivers and supply much of our drinking water. They too can become polluted. For example, when weed killers used in people's gardens drain into the ground. Groundwater pollution is much less obvious than surface water pollution, but is no less of a problem. There are two different ways in which pollution can occur. If pollution comes from a single location, such as a discharge pipe attached to a factory, it is known as point source pollution. Other examples of point source pollution include an oil spill from a tanker, a discharge from a smokestack, or someone pouring oil from their car down a drain. A great deal of water pollution happens not from one single source, but from many different scattered sources. This is called non-point source pollution. Sometimes pollution that enters the environment in one place has an effect hundreds or even thousands of miles away. This is known as transboundary pollution. One example is the way radioactive waste travels through the oceans from nuclear reprocessing plants in England and France to nearby countries such as Ireland and Norway. But how do we know when water is polluted? One is to take samples of the water and measure the concentrations of different chemicals that it contains. If the chemicals are dangerous or the concentrations are too great, we can regard the water as polluted. Measurements like this are known as chemical indicators of water quality. Another way to measure water quality involves examining the fish, insects, and other invertebrates that the water will support. If many different types of creatures can live in the water, the quality is likely to be very good. If the river supports no fish life at all, the quality is obviously much poorer. Measurements like this are called biological indicators of water quality. A great deal of water pollution happens not from one single source, but from many different scattered sources. This is called non-point source pollution.